Hey guys! So today we have my favorite brushes and like makeup applicators of 2015. This was not that easy for me to like narrow down, but I think I got it. So we're gonna start with face brushes, I think. So my favorite my favorite brushes to put on like foundation or like powder foundation are these type of like round kabuki buffy brushes. So this one is the Real Techniques buffing brush, and this is awesome. It's drugstore, it's affordable, it works fabulously. I've used it with liquids, I've used it with powders. Either way, I get a flawless complexion. Well, you know, I don't go for full coverage, but you know, like it goes on flawlessly. I'm being video bombed by my child. So the next one is the e.l.f. I think this is some sort of buffing brush. I forget what it's called. But it is the e.l.f. brush. It is from their studio line. I believe this one is $6. Wait for one of their sales and you can get it for half price. Definitely recommend it. I think it's awesome. I love this brush. It is super soft. It doesn't give me any like none of the bristles fall out. I mean, it's well made, it's gorgeous, I love it. This is an amazing brush, and I highly recommend it, and it's less expensive than this one even. So yeah, definitely recommend both of these. If you're looking for good face brushes, try one of these. The next one is my favorite blush brush, and it actually is the Real Techniques blush brush. This thing is huge. I mean, it is massive, but I mean, you can just like sweep things on and buff it out, and you can, I mean, this thing is amazing. It works so well. I mean, you can even use this as a powder brush, but I really do like just like using just like the tip of it just to kind of like buff on blush. It works so well, and it's so affordable. I love Real Techniques brushes, and this one is awesome. Awesome. And it's pink. Hey, it's pink. Yay. The next one is also by Real Techniques, and it is the Deluxe Crease Brush. Now, I never use this in my crease because it's kind of fat. And it's not like as fluffy as I would like, but I love this for concealer under the eye. I can just buff that concealer right out. It works in seconds. It's awesome. This is like my absolute favorite way to buff out my concealer. So, definitely would give this one a shot. Next one is also by e.l.f. and it is their blush brush, but I actually use this for my powders for setting underneath my under eye. It's just a fantastic shape. It fits right under there. I don't know why I'm demoing everything, but you know, I talk with my hands, so yeah. This is a fantastic like setting brush. I love it. I think it works fantastically. It's soft. Can I say fantastic anymore? I use this every single day. So yeah, this is the blush brush. It's just got this nice little kind of paddle shape. It works. I love it. Next one is also by e.l.f. They have been stepping up their brush game. Let me just say, they are stepping it up. I'm not entirely sure what this one is called, but it is this like flat, weird, paddly shaped thing, and it's like dense but fluffy, and it's soft, and this is how I contour. It gets right in there, and I don't do super sharp contours, so this is just perfect. I can stick it on and blend it out and do, you know, all my contouring with it, and it just works. I love this little brush, and I think this one's also like $6, so definitely recommend this one. I love this, and I use it every single day. The next thing that I have is, I've never bought a beauty blender, so I have nothing to compare this to, but I do use the Real Techniques, like, complexion perfection sponge thing. Mine's like wet and dirty because I used it today, but this thing works awesome. I can use the little pointy end to like set everything. I can blend everything out with the flat butt of it. I don't know what to call this. It's the flat edge. This thing it works, and it works fantastically. I love it. It's like, it's so good. It's so good. The next brushes that I have are all eyeshadow brushes, and I had to work hard to narrow this down because, let me just say, this is just blending, okay? That's just blending brushes. I got a whole nother cup full of every other type of brush. So, we'll start with the blending brushes. My battery died. So, These blending brushes are Morphe. I like them a lot. I think they're really nice. This one is the M441, and it is just, I think it's goat hair. It's just a really nice, just rounded brush, and it, you know, you can get in there, use it really softly. You don't want to like press super hard and like bend all the bristles. You just want to gently like barely touch and just blend everything out, and this one works fantastically for that. And even though it's not synthetic, it still seems to like blend out the edges of my Colourpop as well, which is really nice because for the most part you need synthetic brushes for Colourpop, and that one just works. It works. It's one of my absolute favorite brushes to blend with. The next one is the Morphe G17. It's from their Gunmetal collection, and it's just a bigger fluffy brush. It's synthetic. And I mean, this just blends things out like a dream. I really like going in with this one when everything's pretty much on and I'm just trying to like finish blending out that crease a little bit with a clean brush. I don't typically put a whole lot of product on here in general. I'll just buff it out. Sometimes I do, but it's big. So, I mean, it's big. So it's going to blend like a big area. But this blends out like a dream. I also have the G24. Honestly, I can't really tell the difference between the two, so either one would work. That was kind of an oopsie on my part when I ordered, but you know, they're great brushes, so it's not like it's a big deal. The next ones are tiny little like detailer brushes. So we have the Real Techniques detailer brush. Shh. That's my daughter. We have the Real Techniques detailer brush. And this one is just like this teeny tiny little brush. Now, I'm sure you could use this for like applying lipstick or gloss or just, I mean, there's a variety of things you can do with such a tiny little brush. But I like to use it to put on my inner corner highlight. And I mean, it's got this nice little point, so I mean, you can get really precise, you can get messy, it doesn't really matter. This works fabulously, and I love it, and this is the brush I always use for my inner corner highlight. Like, unless I'm using my finger in like a Colourpop, even sometimes I use this with Colourpop, it works. Just saying, fabulous brush. And the last one I have to talk about is the Lab Squared, and this is the Brow and Eyeliner brush. And it is just an angled eyeliner brush. I actually own two of these, and this is my favorite brush to apply gel eyeliner with, or even just like eyeshadow to do a wing or whatever. This is my favorite brush to use for that sort of thing, just because it comes to like a nice thin kind of point at the end, and I just find I have a lot more control with this little brush than any of the other angled liner brushes that I've tried. So I highly recommend that one. I picked these up at Walmart, and I want to say they're only like somewhere in the like $5 to $7 range. They're not that expensive. So yeah, those are my favorite brushes of 2015. They're all affordable. They are all pretty much drugstore prices, and I highly recommend them. If you'd like to see any more videos on like brushes, like especially affordable brushes, let me know. I will see what I can do. And even if you just want to know like how to use brushes that, you know, you've seen, I can tell you like tips and tricks on that as well. Not every brush has to be used for its intended purpose. I mean, I use a crease brush to set my under eye concealer. So just remember, just because it says it's a blush brush doesn't mean you can't use it for powder. Find your ways to use the brushes the way that they work for you. Just gonna say, there's no law saying that just because it says it's a blush brush that you have to use it for blush. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!